It's the Joseph Bristol Show.
Leave a comment below.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Welcome to a special episode of the Joseph Bristol Show. I'm your host, Richalin from R.Rodney Consulting, here to tell you about a few business ideas that can be started at home for a low cost. Today on this episode, we'll run through a few different ideas that we have that would just be something that you can start at home for under $100. Now, many people think that it's very hard to start a business or they need any specific area of expertise. However, here are a few things that we'll be able to ideas that we're able to offer you that can be done for under $100 at home. The first business that you can start is a business that's somewhere targeted towards the knowledge of your city. Now, let's say you live in a big city or even a small city, a state such as Louisiana. If you are a local, and we know that Louisiana has a lot of tourists to the area of New Orleans, you can, if you do know special places to eat or drink or club or party, you can take them down to Bourbon Street and pretty much just give them a tour of your city. Many locals have different places where they know where to eat or drink or party or hang out that a tourist or someone who's not from the area doesn't know where to go. This is where your business will come in. You can be a city tour guide, right? As well as you can be a promoter. Now, a lot of companies or parties or clubs, they do reach out to promoters or people who have a big following, where they would say, hey, listen, we'll pay you if you bring people to our clubs, even as extras or fillers, just people to, liven up that area. You can do this in any city that you're in: Miami, New York, LA, Kansas, pretty much anywhere that you can create your tour guide business as well as your promotion business. You can get people, individuals such as tourists or even other locals who may not know great spots, to generate these places and in exchange have them pay you for your services. That would be one of the first businesses that we would recommend starting. Another business that you can start is gardening. Let's say you're someone who has a green thumb, or you ideally like to garden, plant, get any fresh produce. If that's something that you're already doing at home, whether you live in a big city or a small city, this is something that you can offer. This is something that you can start, where you would create fresh produce in your backyard or wherever need be, sell it to local farmer markets as well as supermarkets, and you can even sell them locally on the street. A lot of people value having fresh produce. This is why it would be a great option to start if you do have a green thumb. Another option that we generated for you guys is going to be a helper business. Now, helper is something that's very, very generic. A helper could be someone that, in the event, recently we did have a hurricane that hit the United States. A helper would be someone who would come and put the sandbags by the doors, to put the wood up on the windows. I live in a tri-state area. When it snows, people will come around and they'll shovel our snow, as well as they will help us dig out our cars. Another option that you can use for a helper around the holiday times, putting up Halloween decorations or even Christmas decorations. Perfect business to start for someone who's just looking to do something seasonal, generate a little bit extra cash. Even for young adolescent teens, young adults who are just busy sitting, not so busy during that time frame, and they're looking to start a little small business for the season. Another business that we would recommend would be a transportation business. This business I would recommend you do with a waiver, which at R.Rodney Consulting we can definitely help you out. We can create that waiver for you, as well as any of the contracts that are needed. Now, one idea with transportation businesses, as the children are going back to school, if they are in an area where their school bus may not pick up, or even if they are too close to the school and they may have to walk to school or find their own way, you can start a transportation business. Another business that we are going to recommend is going to be a assistant business. So you can either be a virtual assistant, that's for someone's small business, as well as a personal assistant. Being a virtual assistant, some people, let's say if you worked in corporate America, or even if you didn't, if you had a small time job where you did data entry, if you were responsible for making phone calls, client retention, customer service, this would be a really good business for you to start because you're already used to managing, speaking to clients, and producing on that kind of personal level. The second to last business that I would recommend is a personal chef. Now, if you are an amazing cook and you are always having raving reviews in regards to your food, and you're just at home and you just can't think of something to start, this will be a perfect business for you to start. This is another business that I would recommend you get a waiver for, because you want to, just in case food poisoning or anything like that, you want to let them know that you are not responsible. But you do want to start something like this. It will cost you for under $100. Now, this is something that you can cater to. Just a few ideas. People who have small children and they're working all day, they may not be able to come home and make a meal every night. As well as single individuals who are working from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, but they want to come home every day to a cooked meal. You can pretty much offer a personal chef catering. I wouldn't say necessarily catering, but personal chef business. Please be mindful that if you are going to venture into this kind of business, that you want to protect yourself in the event of anything that is to happen. Okay. Last business that I would recommend would be a tutor. A tutor is something that you can definitely do from home. You could do it virtually. Children after school, anyone working in states that are doing homeschooling, if they need tutoring, this is where your business will come in. Now, being a tutor, remember that you will be working with either small children, school-age children, or even college students. You can start a tutoring business in whatever your area of expertise is. So if you're great in math, great, you can start a math tutoring business. If you are great in English, spelling, history, anything of that nature, you can start a business designed towards that. All right. Now, all of these businesses are going to be something that you can start for under $100. Now, I'm only going to recommend these businesses to people who are extremely organized and who have great time management skills. Once you actually venture into doing services for other people, you want to make sure that you are, one, very, very capable of being organized and having great time management skills, because not only are you helping them with their business, you're also helping them with their personal lives. And you don't want to start a business where you can't necessarily maintain or help them if you can't have great time management skills for yourself. Right? These businesses are not hard to start. They all really are focused around your area of expertise, and at R.Rodney Consulting, we can definitely help you get that licensed and registered, as well as manage and run your business for you. So if you are interested, or if you do have any questions, or you would like to follow up with me after this video, you can reach out to me. You can email me at info@rrodneyconsulting.com. You can reach out to me on my website, which is going to be www.rrodneyconsulting.com, as well as you can reach out to me on either of my social platforms. That will be R.Rodney Consulting on Instagram, as well as on Facebook. All right, we hope to hear from you soon. And again, remember, all of these businesses are going to be our recommendation for something that can be started, a business that can be started for under $100 minus the registration fee. It's going to be for any business that can be started at home, and it would be whatever area of expertise that you're currently in. We hope to hear from you soon, and we hope that you reach out to us for more information. Have a great day.